We are live. Ish.
I see the red light.
If you're seeing red lights, you're in the wrong district.
Hey, it's
Again,
better than a bright white light.
you don't go towards the white light.
Fuck, it's a train.
Well, it ain't going to be a bus after you finish with it, is it?
Oh, that's
I got hit by this big light, and it was attached to a lot of metal. The train, son, don't stand in front of them.
Yeah. The light at the end of the tunnel was the front of an oncoming train.
I mean, you learn something either way, right?
Well, true.
I mean,
That was a Van
in
Halen.
the same place.
Yeah.
So
That was a Van Halen line.
It was a Van Halen line. Yes, it was, mate. Yeah.
oh, look, we've got Craig in.
Oh, people
Hi,
turn
Craig.
up. That's it. You talk to yourself. Anybody been up to anything this week?
no, not really much. Just watching. I've been sort of
Mel.
as a
Hey,
manager, IML, had a manager at work the other day because there was some dates that I wanted to give him for a couple of days off. I'd said to him, I'm giving you these dates and you haven't asked if I want to stay. So he said, well, I was gonna ask you about that soon. I'm like, you wanna? Yeah, go on. So that looks like I'm full time there then.
Well
That's
done.
good.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
Past work, enjoying the pool's all I've been doing.
yeah. I went to see James on Friday.
Hi, Martin.
Yeah, Martin.
Hey, Martin.
Bought a few supplies.
As you do.
Actually,
Supplies.
bought quite a lot of supplies.
I was going to say, keep going. Let's not undershare. So you've got what? 42, 43 liters of BG so far?
No, I have only got about 34 litres of VG at the minute.
That's a lot of lube.
Watch, Diddy's going to call him next, you bastard.
That's a hell of a lot of lube.
Well,
remember, he did say he went and got supplies. He didn't say what for.
Exactly.
I must have. I did resist the temptation with that discount at Nick Hub to buy some more nicotine. I resisted the temptation.
yeah,
Nice one, Mel.
Oh, nice, Mel.
Hey, Lee.
Hey, Lee.
Yeah, Elmer did make it in the end.
Like I said, I was enjoying the pool and then checked my phone and realized, hey, the show starts in 30 minutes. I should probably, close up and get my ass inside. But,
You were dropping the kids off in the pool.
No, the Browns ain't making it to the Super Bowl this year. Tell you what.
You haven't heard that slang term for I was dropping the kids off in the pool.
That's why I said the Browns ain't making it to the Super Bowl.
Just put this
And the
lead
kid-
weight round your waist. You'll be fine.
The children are currently drowning in the pool.
No, I gave them cinder blocks to play with and ropes and whatnot. Well,
It's the extension lead that's balancing in the middle of the pool that's the worry.
Yeah, but it's only 110 volts. It won't do anything.
Yeah.
just tickle a little bit, huh?
Get 240 volts, electrify the pool. Boil in the bag, children.
Oh, that's all right. So was out there with them yesterday, and guess who comes walking down the road in their nice pressed white shirts and ties and their little Bible books and ready to come up the stairs. I was ready. I was ready for them. Dude, they didn't even come up the goddamn stairs. They took one look at me and just kept on goddamn walking. I was excited to talk to them this time. I was have fun with it.
No, they took one look at you and thought, nah, he's got enough problems.
He's past saving.
Well, I might have had the stereo playing full volume techno and thumping beats. It was fun.
Yeah, I wouldn't have gone up there either if he'd had full
Right.
techno playing.
No.
That's against my religion as well. There's no need to be playing techno. Not American techno, because even that you fucked up.
See, I don't listen to American techno. I listen to like the like German and like Russian club stuff.
Oh, great. Russian techno. Fucking brilliant. So you haven't got a clue what they're on about.
Well, no, it's not
Yeah,
lyrical
it's-
based. Like this is much more like of the beats and everything. And like
Yeah,
all the
but
drop.
if you want decent techno, you either get the Danish or the French techno.
French techno.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those don't sound like those two words should go together very well, but
Oh,
now
they do.
Oh,
Now
they
I'm-
do.
Mm.
agree.
I agree,
Okay.
Martin.
I'll look into that.
If you want to listen to proper techno, it should be German techno and it should be GABA. There you go. Look up GABA techno. GABBA. That's German 90s proper techno. That'll fry your fucking head.
But I mean, all three, the French, the German, and the Danish stuff will.
I definitely do lean more towards the German side for all that because I like the way they do the music.
Well, that and you are a Nazi.
No, it's just German blood. There's a difference, man. I wasn't there. I didn't push the button.
I think that's all our hobbies, Martin. Messing with Jehovah's Witnesses' heads.
That's right. I was ready for this one. I was going to pull the Wicca book out. I was going to start, hey, what do you guys want to learn first? They ruined all my fun. They just kept on going.
It's an enjoyable pastime fucking with the Jovos.
Hmm.
Well, the funny part is it was the same two guys that came through the last time when I was at work and got yelled at for being on my property.
Cool. You're inspiring somebody, Mel. That's always good.
See, that's the cool part, though. You're sharing not only, your hobby, but you've got people's stories and your story and everything else. Yeah.
It's good to share your hobby. Tyler, please don't share your hobbies. Because you'll get us arrested.
No, I'll get myself arrested. You guys are far enough away.
Yeah, the worrying thing is what you've been doing with those cactuses.
Just the extract of them.
I can't imagine actually Tyler in a tall pointy hat with a white sheet over his head. Actually, there you say it, Tyler. I really can.
See, I know where you're going with the joke, but my head just went to that scene of I told you to stop cutting holes in the good bed sheets. God damn it!
I really can see him as part of the Ku Klux Klan.
That's kind of harsh.
Hmm.
Oh, good news. Good news this week. Great news tonight.
He got overexcited on this one.
No, me and Bill got really excited on this one. Your mum's put up another topless picture.
I saw it when I got after I said something to her about you assholes. I even said something about
And she actually put in it another topless picture. I get the feeling that your mum is actually trying to piss you off.
Oh, she's having fun with it. No, the best part was when I brought up to her at lunch one day, messing with her. Her husband sitting next to her and goes, "Wait, you posted what?"
No, because I will click on there so he can see it. I'll click on there. I will put something just to wind you. Oh,
What she mean? Oh, hold on, kids. I'll be right back, guys. Where is my button?
oh, You just got to go and save the kids. Yeah, gurgling. I'm very surprised we haven't been arrested yet, Lee. Very surprised. Yeah. You know, it's. I think it will happen. It will happen in time. You know.
Yeah.
If Nigel Farage gets in, we'll definitely get arrested.
Oh God. That is my absolute worst nightmare is Farage actually getting
Have
in.
you seen? Oh, you know, my worst nightmare, worse than Farage, is the Green Party getting in. Have you seen the candidates for the Green Party?
No, I've avoided them.
It's difficult to really explain how they look.
Is it Spot the Vegan?
It's Spot the Human. They're all of them are either, not that I have anything against with somebody who's, you know, trans, or maybe they enjoy cross-dressing. If that's your thing, you know, your kink.
Not a problem with that.
That's fine. But as a member of Parliament, yeah, no. I agree, Lee. Yes, he is. And the rest of them are just, yeah. They're interesting bunch, the Green Party.
Well, haven't you seen though the latest candidate that Deformed have put up has been censured for sexism, hasn't he?
Yeah. Hasn't another one of the Labour Party just been caught for crimes against children?
I believe so.
Yeah, I can't remember who it was, but one of them's just been caught for images of that type. Of a Speedo variety. No doubt Keir Starmer will get them off, though, because he supports them.
Well, yeah.
What a wonderful world we do live in. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but I swear they all are, Lee. They're all either involved in it somewhere.
Or involved in covering it up.
Yeah.
Well, sorry, did you see? Obviously, it wasn't under oath because the whole Pam Bondi thing. They pulled all their backdoor bullshit and got to where it wasn't under oath. But I need to go through it myself instead of just. I saw like the overview through everything. It's like 111 pages.
Yeah.
Of all of the transcript of everything she said. There's bits in there that they're like, well, did you have any firsthand knowledge of certain, you know, tangerine Americans being involved with the trafficking issues and everything, you know? Well, I don't recall. I don't recall details, but, you know, this person were there, and this person's like, just fucking say it. But I guess there are certain parts that it is pretty blatantly obvious. I mean, we already all know this, but as far as somebody actually coming out and saying it in like political office, it's pretty obvious.
The whole world.
And there's been a lot of stuff coming up against Mrs. Trump as well, I've seen.
I'm afraid
for the same issues of being involved in things people shouldn't be involved in.
I don't think there's I think there's politicians everywhere in every country that are some way involved in this shit.
And that's the sad part, because you sit there and you I mean, nobody trusts politicians. If you have half a brain cell, you don't trust politicians. But you do try to have some kind of faith in what runs your country. You know, because I mean, fuck, it's running your life to a certain degree. Well, hey, cool. Now we found out that all those horrible what ifs are actually true, and they are pretty much all involved, no matter what country you're from.
Yep.
Well, it's like that other one though.
Exactly, Martin.
Mm.
That case in Southampton with the Sikh.
Oh, yeah.
I actually read the sentencing report.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the issue with this is that everybody, right, and I have got something, I'm glad you reminded me of this, actually, because everybody's now going that people shouldn't be allowed ceremonial knives or swords.
Mhm.
No, I totally disagree. There is nothing wrong with the Sikh community. This is one person from the
Oh
Sikh
yeah,
community.
this is one person from the community.
One bad person.
Yeah.
Right.
But he had the ceremonial knife at his neck where it was supposed to be. Why the hell did he have a 21 centimeter dagger at his waist?
Because he was obviously going to use it for some form of
I
crime.
was going to say that's just it though. The ceremonial pieces are just that. They're worn properly for a reason. But he had an extra
Mhm.
one for
He
a
had
certain
it.
reason
But
specifically.
he
That throws up a red flag immediately. That you should see that,
Yeah.
as anybody.
had a 21 centimeter dagger. And he tried to pervert the course of justice when his mother, his father, and his brother came along. That was when he made the phone call to the police to say, "Oh, he's been racially abused."
Complete
After
bullshit.
he had stabbed that lad
Mm.
It
4
doesn't
times.
matter what your race is at that point. You stab the kid already. You're already, you know what I mean?
He stabbed him in the chest and twice in the thigh and slashed his face.
It's not
And claimed it was
accidental.
him that was being abusive.
It's not an accidental stabbing, is it?
Well, it's
No.
definitely not a defensive pattern,
No.
What makes the whole situation worse if you take out the person who was stabbed and you take out the stab-e is the way that the police dealt with the situation.
Mm.
Completely wrong. The police dealt with this situation abysmally. They didn't get help for the person who was stabbed straight
So
away.
did he end up passing from everything for them not taking?
But the lad who stabbed him said that there was no stabbing of anything. There was no blood injuries. While his lung was filling with 2 liters of blood from the chest injury.
Well, yeah.
No, Lisa, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that everybody is now against what I just said was everybody seems to be now saying that we should not allow ceremonial use of knives. That would include any military use of any ceremonial weapons as well, which means the British Army as well, Naval, Air Force, and so on.
Yeah.
There is nothing wrong allowing ceremonial knives. Nothing at all. I
But a
have no
random
issue
hacker.
with that. If somebody is using a weapon, as not a ceremonial dagger, but as a weapon, then they should be prosecuted for that.
I mean, the only positive to it was in the sentencing report. He can't be offered parole until he's served 20 years and 5 months.
What was I saying? When something like this happens, religion has nothing to do with it. It is down to you. You assaulted somebody. You tried to kill them.
Yeah, and the best of it is the lad who was stabbed was videoing this guy because he had the knife at his waist. So they've got evidence that there was no racial abuse anywhere.
So they can't even pull he said this and that before the incident happened.
No, because he was recording it on his phone.
The point is, though, that the weapon that was used to attack the lad was not the actual ceremonial dagger. He'd taken
No.
another weapon with him.
Yeah.
That's like,
He
so you
had
said
to-
it wasn't the dagger for the ceremony one that was on his neck that he
No.
even used.
No, it
No.
was the other weapon that he used.
It-
So it doesn't.
It was a dagger with a 21 centimeter blade that he had at his waist on a belt. And he handed that to his mother when his mother arrived to get her to conceal it. His mother is still on remand as a result for perverting the course of justice.
So really, the whole ceremonial thing and doesn't even come into it.
Sorry, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Hi, Mike.
No,
Evening,
exactly.
Michael. Hope you're well.
That's just it. You're now an accessory to the fact. If you're willing to do that, I don't care if it's your son or whoever it is to you, you shouldn't be allowed to stay. Because now, I'm sorry, I don't know what is other capabilities of these people.
Exactly.
That's not a race thing. That's not a religion thing. It's just the individuals themselves.
The issue we've got at the minute, though, is I don't know about anybody else, right? But this is maybe it's just me, but there's this thing going on at the minute that is trying to divide. Make the country divisive, so that everybody falls out with different cultures. We fall out with the Muslim culture. We fall out with the Indian cultures. And that is down to like the way the government is at the minute.
Well, you notice it's almost like deliberate organized racism.
Yeah.
Where they're trying to push certain things in different directions, just enough where this group gets mad at this group, and then but they're not going to get mad at each other. They're going to get mad at the group on the other side of the first one and just make it towards a whole pot of bullshit. You know?
Yeah.
Well, he's already been attacked in prison.
Oh, so once again, Mike Scassi, thanks for sharing, bud.
Mike's gassy because he's had too much dinner.
Mm.
But was it a good dinner?
What's that?
Exactly,
I'm the same though, Mike. I've got loads of knives. I've got a special case full of them.
Mm. You
I
picked
don't
up
know.
a couple
Use
of
them on
them,
somebody.
didn't
The issue doesn't come because somebody owns knives or a room full of knives. The issue comes about because somebody chooses to use that as a weapon to attack somebody.
you?
Yeah.
Not
Well,
as a tool.
Wait, and be real realistic about it and think about it. So I get that knives it's what they're designed for. It's a cutting tool, it's a stabbing tool, blah blah blah. You don't have to use an actual knife to stab somebody.
Nope.
I mean, it's
Pair of scissors.
pair of scissors for a screwdriver, anything, And this isn't an instruction manual on how to do this. People are just saying
How to go and stab people on today's
Right.
show. Yeah.
right,
No.
but that's
That
the point. It's not. You can't demonize something because it's a more frequently used tool for this unfortunate activity.
But the demonization of things in this country happened a long time ago. I mean, we had things like you probably haven't heard of it, but the Hungerford massacre with guns, with handguns. Now, personally, I have nothing against firearms whatsoever, so long as the person who is using that firearm uses it correctly, it is kept safely, ammunition is kept, and so on. The incidents that occur in this country, like the Hungerford massacre, which was a terrible thing that happened, where children died as well, was because somebody decided in his eternal wisdom that he wanted to go and shoot a load of people because he'd had a bad day. Well, yes, he had access to handguns and he had access to shotguns and he had access to all these things. But by banning those, okay, you would have stopped him having guns. That just means he would have found another way of either obtaining a firearm, or he would have used a knife, or he would have, he would have done something else.
Well, like we've talked about, certain dark topics on the show before, and there's always the one that no one likes talking about, and that is people who are assaulting people against their will. We'll just put it that way, and leave it there. But you always get that, oh well, this case happened. Well, he did it because he's this ethnicity or this religion or whatever. People got to stop and think that has nothing to do with it. There are people from literally every religion, every nationality, everything that have unfortunately done this at some point in history.
Mm-hmm.
A horrible person doing a horrible thing is not backed by their skin color or by their religion or whatever else it is. That's why it's so stupid to keep turning on each other and being like, well, we got to hate everyone that's this or that because this one person did that, So why, if that's the mindset, why has it never been, well, most serial killers have been white guys. Why are we not hating every white guy? Because, there was enough serial killers, so they must all be serial killers.
Exactly.
It's stupid.
I mean, the thing is, most serial killers are white.
I mean, honestly, if you look at actual statistics, yes, they are.
That's the statistics. That's the fact. Most serial killers tend to be white. Doesn't mean it's necessarily. I don't know. That could be something to do with white people, why we are. I don't know.
But again, though, that brings the question: why is it okay to demonize other people? If you're going to demonize anybody at this point, you might demonize everybody, or you can just shut up and everybody can be happy. Ish. We'll deal with the government side later about the actual happy part.
It's usually because political powers use these situations to gain power for other reasons. They're using it to gain powers for other reasons.
Oh, so look over here. Look over here. Don't worry about over here. Just look over here for a minute.
Exactly. You know they do that. Just look at the just look what's been going on in your country, what's been going on here. We know they do that.
Well, that's why it's kind of hard, honestly, for me on my side to deep dive too far into certain things, because it is very clear that things that are brought up and certain, all this information is released about this. Okay, cool. They go deep dive into that, and then obviously miss all this other shit over here that they're doing, and that's why they released that information about the other thing.
There's good and there's bad. Right, the thing is, like Mike just said, it's not down to the weapon; it's down to the person. Hi, Steve.
Hey, Steve.
There are good people. There are bad people.
Okay.
Yeah, how's Jasper doing, bud?
There's good people, there's bad people, okay? If you want to be really blunt, there's some nice people and there's some absolute cunts in this world.
Yep.
Right? Regardless of colour, regardless of where they were born and what nationality or religion, if you're a cunt, I don't particularly get on with you. If you're not, I'll get on with you. It's that simple. You don't need to bring religions into it and cultures into it. If somebody's an arsehole, they're an arsehole. Simple.
That's how I've always been. If you're just ignorant to the fact of common sense, I'm not gonna waste my time with you. If I have to argue with you over things that are very clearly what they are, there's no point. But past that, yeah. I mean, what we talked about before. Think about like Steve Kennedy. Is he an asshole? Yes, he is. But he's a hell of a nice guy. He's realistic as shit, and you can have a good conversation with him as an actual person.
But Steve knows he's an arsehole.
Right. But then you have people that are these entitled, Karen-esque, whatever you want to call them, and I don't get it. I don't get why it's, oh, well, I'm going to be, offended on behalf of this group or that person, but yesterday you called the other group very expletive, detailed words that you shouldn't be saying anyway. So where's your moral line really here? Is it you just spin a top every week and go, okay, cunt this day, nice this day? Where do you go?
Don't know, but they do.
It's like Wheel of Fortune. Am I going to be?
No, Plinko. Yeah. They're going full Plinko and just dropping and just seeing where it lands.
That wouldn't surprise me.
I won $10.
Now, I'm glad to hear Jasper's feeling a bit better, Steve. That's good news, mate.
Yeah, it's good news.
Oh, good, man.
But
I hope you won't eat these steaks, Steve. You won't be happy if you've eaten this steak.
Well, see, And problem, Martin, like funding wise, you guys obviously have those issues. Then over here, we're losing funding for let's stop testing for chemicals in our drinking water. But yeah, that's when I heard the other day. So basically, even though it's not the best option, I guess it's going to be technically, depending on which company you buy it from, safer to drink water out of my tap that's city water than to go buy bottled, filtered, purified water, because that could have God knows what in it. At least my body's used to the nasty crap in this water.
It could be worse. You could be living
Good
close to
lad.
Britain when the other year they had a cryptosporidium outbreak and have just been fined 1.9 million.
Very true. Very truly.
At least I wasn't over in Chicago, Michigan, when you could take a lighter to your tap while it was running and it would catch fire.
Yeah, but that could have saved you a fortune in petrol. You just fill up from the tap.
In your piggy tank.
See, that's actually a good point. I'm surprised no one ever thought about running a hose off that tap and running it through a system and letting the methane or whatever it was bubble out of it. It's like you could use that.
Well, yeah, I mean, technically, you could, if you think about it, you could actually do it.
Well, yeah, because all it would take is I can't remember what it's called now. The stoppers for like wine barrels that have the burper on and stuff. It would be the same type of idea, but it would just allow the gas.
Basically, be like running a still.
Basically,
okay?
Yeah.
You run it through the still, run it through a cooling coil, evaporate the water off.
Yep.
And you'd be left with what is technically a flammable liquid.
Yeah, as long as you condense it down properly and safely.
And if you had your own still going as well, you could brew ethanol, brew the ethanol, you've got alcohol, mix it with what's coming out of the tap, you've got a cheap petrol.
I'm happy you just used the word ethanol. So I know it's, especially over here, people don't know. They say, oh, the gas pump says this percent of ethanol, blah, blah, blah. That's all people really know about.
Yep.
What ethanol actually is. It's a thinning agent to a certain degree to stretch on fuel supplies, blah, blah. Well, in the last couple of weeks, they have lifted the cap on ethanol percentages on fuel in the U.S. The same way they did at the end or the middle point of World War II for rationing.
Yep.
And everybody over here is all excited. Oh, gas prices are going down. Gas prices are going down. I said, you want to know why they're going down?
Because the octane rating is going down.
Do me a favor. I said, don't worry about what it cost you. Obviously find prices, whatever you want to spend. I said, go fill your tank. Tell me how long it takes you to lose half a tank of gas. Now tell me what it used to last you a month or two ago even. Because you're going to go through it 3 times, 4 times as fast.
And if you're using higher ethanol fuels in older engines, it fucks the engine quicker.
Well, then, of course, they're trying to do the full, I believe it was year 2030, full petrol and diesel ban.
Yeah, they're doing that here, trying to do it here. It's never going to happen.
No, so I was at the store yesterday, and why do the conspiracy theorists always have to find me? Why? Cashier, this old man, is sitting there talking to this lady in front of me about it, and he's looking at me, and then sure enough, she finally gets it far enough away that he stops talking to her so she can leave the store. Sure enough, looks at me, starts talking about, this electric, ban, the gas ban, and this and that. He said, my next car is going to be electric. I said, oh, is it? He said, yeah, I have friends that have them, and they said it only added $5 to their electric bill per month for their house.
Yes. Oh, sorry. I'm reading what Lee put.
And you know how hard it was? I mean, if I hadn't had the kids with me, I might have sat there for a minute and had part of the conversation, but I just moved on because I was sitting there like, do you really want to talk about the power grid, the infrastructure, the actual power draw, where we're going to get the power, because I was going to go on a rant about it, but it wasn't worth it at the moment.
It's not worth it, mate. It isn't worth it. I'm telling you.
Wait, it's just irritating. It only adds $5 a month to your electric bill. Okay, your friends that did that, do they drive just like, I'm assuming, because he was an older guy. I'm assuming they're probably retired and drive like to church and then maybe to the 5 minutes up the road to get something to eat here and there. It's like they're probably not using enough power to even warrant charging it more than once a week.
I'm going to say something. I like the idea of electric vehicles. No, I haven't lost the plot yet. Well, no more than normal.
Well, I was surprised you found one to even begin with, but all right.
No, I like the idea of electric vehicles. Okay. I think electric vehicles are a good idea. If
Yeah.
we can get the batteries and the charge rates to work properly so that we can get like the equivalent of, say, 350, 400 miles out of a charge. And it isn't affected badly by the cold. And your charge is
The
quicker.
recharge rate and the temperature difference needs to be addressed.
I think it'd be a great idea. I wouldn't have a problem with running an electric car.
I mean,
The technology now is starting to come in with some of the newer batteries that are coming in. It is starting to creep in,
it is.
especially, and America won't like this, especially from China. Some of the technology that China's releasing now, they reckon they've got cars now where you can charge, go from nearly like 1-2% to full in 15 minutes.
But I said, there's a couple things I think they need to implement if they're going to do this. Obviously, there's the power grid thing. That's a given.
100% agreed, yes.
As far as the temperature issue, especially like here in the States when it gets real cold,
Totally agree.
obviously we have to be careful about a heater next to a bunch of battery cells. We obviously have to be careful with that. But if you could do it properly, why wouldn't you do it similar to how like a block heater is for a diesel?
Yeah.
So when you get to a power station, you plug it in, and before it even starts charging your batteries, it senses the temperature. It brings it into maybe 4 to 5 degrees C above the minimum temperature for them to charge safely.
Yep.
It heats it just to that point, and then starts charging. That's got to happen. And then the biggest one is the thermal runaway. When these things are actually, if there is an accident or incident and they catch fire, you've got to have some kind of system. Like make it to where the firemen come in and there's, I don't give a fuck if it's a special key they have that we don't or whatever, but it drops the battery cell out of the car to where you could pull it out away from the actual rest of the vehicle. You know?
But the Chinese have already got to be approved for their cells to be approved for use in cars. Their battery units have to be self-extinguishing.
And that's even better than what I was even. I'm thinking, entry level to even getting into it. But that's what
that is entry. But for China, all battery packs have to be self-extinguishing.
I mean, as they should have been before I think any of these cars were released.
I think the main problem America has, and we do to a certain extent, is the Tesla issue.
Well, it's not just the Tesla issue. I agree, but I think it's the impatience. I think it's the impatience for new technology. Is it a viable option if it's done right? Yeah, I think it is. But if you keep rushing things, we're going to keep having accidents.
Of course you are.
You know what I mean? You're just going to have more and more negative things happen.
Let's go back to the start of cars. Go back to the original Mercedes, the first or Daimler-Benz car that they built. It was a 3-wheeler with a fucking tiller, like you got on a boat, right? You wouldn't want to be driving one of those now. But the point is, it's taken the next 100 years, which is still fast, but it's taken 100 years to get to what we have now.
But think about the steps that happened right after that. Obviously, you said you had the teeter for the front wheel, right? But you think about the design aspect of that.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you.
Oh, thanks, Mike.
No pictures, please.
Only the map. You think about the design aspect of that. Once you realize how that pivot worked and everything, all of a sudden you have a couple linkages. You've got an axle that supports 2 wheels instead of 1. And sure, the wheel aspect might have been a little bit later. It wasn't that far along, but even that single rod for steering was now a lot more controllable. Now those steps, every little bit made such a big difference.
Yeah, but the basics of the combustion engine have not developed really since that first engine.
Not that much, no.
It's 4
Hey,
strokes. It's
I'll see
4
if I
strokes.
can. No, I'm happy you brought that up. I did see something the other day that's becoming more and more of an issue. So we
That's
talked.
more Tyler's thing, the bubble car. You know, the Messerschmitt.
Can we not?
He likes
But,
his Messerschmitts.
That
But we-
Messerschmitt was a clever little car.
I've never
Far
seen
more-
that thing.
70 miles an hour, so that's too fast for Tyler to start with.
Put a V2 rocket on the back, it'll go faster.
That pulse jet.
Between 70 and 80 to the gallon, carried 2 people.
Oh shit!
If you crashed, you kneecapped yourself.
It's fine. Hey,
If
it's
you were in the
It's
BMW,
that.
if you were in the Isetta bubble car, if you drove up to a wall, you were stuck.
Yeah, if somebody pushed you
Oh,
into
is
the
that the one that had
garage,
the front
yeah,
where the
you
door
couldn't
was
get out.
Yeah,
I mean,
And
at
Nintendo
least
was here.
with the Messerschmitt, it was a top levered bubble, and you could start the engine backwards to reverse,
Yeah, you could.
well, fair
and
enough.
it'd do 70 mile an hour in reverse.
I was gonna say it could do either one because the way it was. Yep.
I wouldn't want to do 70 mile an hour going forwards in one of those, let alone going backwards. I've been in some dodgy things, but 70 mile an hour in one of those, mate, going forwards, just
70 in an Isetta, I wouldn't want to do, definitely. That was BMW's offering.
When like
Yeah.
Matt, you've done a lot of work with like a lot of different engines over the years.
a lot
Yeah,
of stupid shit. Yes.
And I know you've seen the changes, at least somewhat, with like fuel efficiencies and all that.
Yes.
So I follow certain mechanics and everything. Apparently, one of the biggest issues they're facing now with these engines, obviously, we don't have the best engines over here. We'll say it nicely, but the wear down rate has been increased so much. So like, why are we having all this damage? Why is this and that? They went as far as what was it? Higher tolerance on piston rings and looser piston rings to allow for more fuel efficiency. To where you're burning oil like a motherfucker, using less fuel, but you're burning oil like all hell. And because there's that extra play in the actual cylinder head, you're tearing the living shit out of anything if anything goes out of camber a little bit. Like catastrophically, like gouging bores.
Oh, it gets better than that. You also get petrol in your oil.
If I mean, all I've got to say on that is if these are American built cars, then I would say it's the tolerances they're being built to.
What's the same? But they're saying they're doing it more on purpose, having that tolerance be a larger tolerance to make fuel efficiency and combustion, this way or that. But it's burning off the actual oil for the engine more and doing physical damage to the engine because, well, yes, you shouldn't have, your piston going. You shouldn't be scraping us. That's why the rings are there. But you shouldn't have it flopping back and forth through the rings.
Well, that's poor machining.
But that's something they're saying they're doing it, machining that way on purpose.
No, they're not. That's an excuse for poor machining.
Yeah.
Because the most efficient engines are very tight tolerance.
See, that's what you would think. You go back to the old days of like steam
They
engines.
are.
Well, no, you go back to like steam engines and proper, like you mean like steam hammers and shit, and the way those are made.
But if you, I mean, a piston naturally does that in the bore anyway.
Right.
It always does. It does when it goes up, because you obviously the crank rotation as the rod comes down and goes around the piston, so it moves, which over time wears the bore oval.
But imagine the thing if you're over machining from the get go, to where instead of having that deflection be what it should be and having it be a full kick, at a certain point, something's going
But for
to
a piston to do that and start wearing the bore and wearing the skirt of the piston usually means that the bore or there is too much play between the wall and the piston.
Yeah.
And that is poor machining.
Yeah.
and you wouldn't get a good combustion anyway. You'd get shit combustion.
See, that's why I was confused.
From
Like, I understand why the oil, like they should burn more oil. That made sense. But how it was more fuel efficient didn't make any sense if you're losing compression in the process.
It's not more. It's not. It's less fuel efficient.
Most
if you-
fuel efficient engines I know of are always been bike engines. Far more fuel efficient.
Well, because they're very, very high tolerance.
Tolerances are incredibly tight.
Or
Much tighter.
well, you think
Well,
about it.
most bike engines.
The amount of power they can get out of a 1.6 turbo engine for F1, 700 odd horsepower, run at normal road speeds, they would do 80 to 90 to the gallon.
Yeah.
They have to do something like 20 miles to the gallon, producing 780 horsepower from a 1.6 turbo, because the amount of fuel they're allowed is so low now, it's ridiculous.
Now, is that fire hazard?
No, they're down to 100 litres of fuel.
I hate modern Formula One. It's shit.
See, I
It
never got
is-
it.
Well,
Especially
it
having
is,
the whole
but-
NASCAR thing. I never got into the car racing.
Yeah. But some of the technology they've developed with Formula One is phenomenal.
Mm.
Yeah, it is. It is phenomenal. But yeah,
But you think, I mean, they've got 780 horsepower out of a 1.6 litre engine, and then put another 200 horsepower out of an electric motor.
Meanwhile, NASCAR are struggling to get 500 out of a 6.1 litre V8.
Well, I think though they're so distracted by that left turn thing, man. They don't want to mess that up.
Mm.
You reckon they have it written on the dash? Left, left, left.
No, it's a big arrow on the wheel. Go that way.
Yeah, but I mean, NASCAR does that famous thing of 14-inch on the inside and 18-inch on the outside wheels, so that it can't go in a straight line no matter what you do to it.
NASCAR always know which way they go because they've got a guardrail to go round on.
Mm.
Problem is
Well,
when they
that's
confuse and they go the wrong way.
Come out the pits and turn right.
Didn't one of the circuits try and make it a clockwise circuit?
Don't know. I've never really watched NASCAR.
Completely fucked them up.
I've never really watched NASCAR. It's kind of
Pointless.
yeah.
Like, put it this way, like I said, growing up, the family would have it on like the big screen, the old box style big screens. You know, the ones that are like 800 pounds and 3 feet wide. You know, it have it on there. Dude, that same race would be on the TV for like 6 hours of the same guys going in circles. Like, I couldn't imagine, like, one of the guys I work with, he flies down to Florida for the Daytona every year and goes and watches the races. How are you going to sit there for 6 hours straight and watch the same car? Like, I understand the crashes are fun, but you're sitting there for hours going, come on, somebody plug up. Come on,
No.
come on.
No, it's simple. You sit there with a case of beer,
That's
Yeah,
what
run
I-
it the whole fucking lot, and just drink yourself stupid.
He is one of those old guys that you can tell he's been a little bit through some things in his life. You go to talk to him, yeah, how you doing? I went to the, and problem is, it's not even like a deep Southern drawl or anything. It's not even like he just has that thick of an accent. He's got a plain Ohio accent. He's just that burnt out.
So how is your dad?
A drunk asshole that I don't talk to. Anyway,
Well, there you go. You see, it's your dad.
no, I like this guy.
Yeah, but at least the shine runners could go around corners.
In a pickup.
Yeah,
Mm.
NASCAR.
For people who can't drive.
For drunk people who can't drive.
No, see, I've got it. What if we can, mash like NASCAR with like Mario Kart? Give them an instrument panel, oil
You mean
slick,
you haven't?
does,
What? So
You mean
you're
you
going to
haven't
drive around?
already?
You're going to drive around throwing bananas out the back of a car? I mean, it'd be funny.
If you hit the mushroom on accident, the rest of the race can be really interesting.
Don't bring the mushrooms into it. They're very dangerous.
Mm.
But do you think we should talk about what we were discussing as a possible topic?
What, hamsters as an energy
Yeah.
source?
Well, there's that as well.
No, you take the elderly, you put them in drawers, hook them up, use them as battery cells.
We don't want to know what you do with hamsters. That's just
I said old people, not hamsters.
Yes, we should be talking about what we're meant to be. Go on, Tyler. Give us a talk about the situation in America.
It's back to the old bullshit as it was before, back in, 2015. And now instead of going to popcorn lung, we've got, it's like everything. We've got every disease they could possibly try to pin to it. And here's one of the ones that's going to make you laugh. But as far as like the conditions and diseases, we have cardiovascular disease.
Yeah.
As a side effect of nicotine pouches.
Right.
So that's their new one. They're just going to start pulling everything they can. They've openly stated that everything from Royal College of Physicians down to every university's,
Champion.
What now?
Martin wants to go to Japan to do the real life Mario Kart. I want to go do that too.
That'd be cool. No, that'd be freaking cool. I ain't gonna lie. But no, it's reiterating the same shit and making up anything they can. Like I said, anything from Royal College Physicians to every study that we've actually seen to be credible. What was the word they used? Oh, it's misleading. Everything that we've clearly seen is all misleading. They're also convinced that they've even started using AI to make little cartoon vapes dancing around. And it's not even just that. We're as a vape community, we're advertising to kids, right? That's been their go-to for years.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This cartoon literally goes through and basically says, "Hey, all your friends are vaping. Hey, these pretty flavors are cool. Hey, these bright colors are cool. Look how wonderful and awesome, and everybody else is doing this. Don't do it. It's bad. Bad teenager. Don't do it." What is that going to make every teenager everywhere go do?
Who did this advertising campaign? Trump?
I think that one was
Bands.
with the foundation or whatever for tobacco-free kids.
You could tell it was J.D. Vance because he borrowed Donald's crayons.
Actually, if you see it, it makes sense. But no, so they've got all that, saying that all of our actual research is bollocks for anything else. Usually say about it. And we're back to that was the other part. They're saying that we're using flavors and fruity flavors and dessert flavors and all that to attract kids.
Yeah.
Okay, we've heard that one before. But the interesting part is they think that because it's got nicotine in it, and they assume that anything with nicotine in it is tobacco, they think that all vape liquid, if you don't add our concentrates to it,
is tobacco. You think after like 10 years of this that they would have got past that?
But but notice every 3 years, I would say, it loops and they'll bring up the same, they'll try to restart the same old fire, But at this point, they're just blatantly calling us liars.
Yeah, because they've run out of.
They have no legitimate evidence.
I mean, they didn't in the first place. We disproved all that legitimate evidence. We proved it was all bullshit. Like that, 10-second pulls at 300 watts.
That was my next.
Silica wick.
No, they're redoing those experiments, and they're taking like pod level ohm coil heads, running them upwards of 100 watts. Oh, we found it was some stupid shit.
Formaldehyde. Well, it'll produce formaldehyde.
There's metals and everything. Obviously, you're evaporating the fucking coil, you dumb shit. Of course,
there's heavy metal in my vapes.
I'll say Lee's right there with you.
Yeah,
but it was like arsenic.
It's all made of pure lead.
It is ridiculous because all of these things have been disproved, scientifically disproved.
Yeah.
So, excuse me, we've now got to the point where we'll just throw any shit at it and hope it sticks.
When now they try to do we'll test nicotine separately. Okay, test the nicotine. No issue with that. They're doing it on lab rats at high enough amounts for the size of the specimen. It's gonna kill it. It's gonna make it horrifically sick.
Basically, you'd be vaping like 72 milligram nic pure.
Right.
Yeah.
Continuously.
No, let me get like a 120 of 50 salt nic and just use it on my stack series all day and see how I feel.
Oh, surprisingly, you wouldn't feel very good,
I wouldn't think no.
But
the thing is, nicotine's an interesting chemical because it's self-regulating. It will make you nauseous if you overdose on it.
It's telling you.
Right, it immediately tells your body no.
It will make you nauseous if you take in too much nicotine. There's no two ways about it. It does.
There is an element to that.
Well, and people that even don't vape, even people that still smoke cigarettes. You ever sat there whether you just light too many in a row, or like we've all done we've all done this when we were heavy smokers. Went out to the pub, went out with some buddies, had a couple of drinks, and all of a sudden you realize you're outside chatting and you just smoked 6 cigarettes in a row because you didn't think what you were doing. Oh, my head feels a little funny. My stomach's fucking killing me. I feel nauseous, everything else.
Yeah.
Because of what you just put amount-wise into your body.
You just overdosed on nicotine.
Right.
Yeah.
It
they're saying that all of our claims of safer than cigarettes is bullshit. Basically, anything that has nicotine is getting grouped fully with any tobacco product. So everything under that category now is...
Hang on a minute. How can less than 2% of the chemicals in a vape compared to a cigarette?
Oh, and I'm sorry. I also know bugs or spider mites or whatever the fuck else that are in tobacco leaves in cigarettes. I know that's not in this, so I can say that, right? I'm not vaping bugs.
But nicotine is a self-regulating chemical.
Yeah. That does have some good side effects.
Well, they've actually proven that if you take everything away, especially take away all the crap in cigarettes, take carcinogens away, all the tar, because that's people who don't realize. Nicotine itself can be habit forming. Yes, it can. I'm not going to say it can't be. But it's everything else in a cigarette that makes it highly addictive and so fucking deadly. The nicotine is not the deadly part. Now, if you overdose yourself to the minute that you're physically sick all day, every day, I could see nicotine doing something to your body negatively. I'll give you that one. If you make yourself physically sick all day, every day on it, okay, maybe.
If you're stupid enough to not listen to your body when you get nauseous every time you smoke, then that's your own fault.
But then you got people that are, 3-pack-a-day smokers 15 years from now. Oh, shit, I get emphysema because of the level of tar buildup in my lungs and, all the damage and everything else. I'm sorry, we've been doing this vaping stuff a little while now. It's been a little more than 6 months. We've got time trials. We've got people that are, have actual evidence of their health changing. There's people that had lung issues and lung conditions that quit smoking, and yes, they still have something going in their lungs, but it was this. It was 98%. We'll call it 90 just to appease the dipshits. % safer. And look at their conditions started getting better. If not, kind of some actually had in reverse. If you look at the right study,
Yeah.
you know.
It's like Martin said. It's all about follow the money.
Oh, absolutely.
All about follow the money.
That was the next part. As he got into the a lovely example.
Yeah, very true, Lisa. Yeah.
That is true, Lisa.
Dude, no, that's a good point. I actually went to the gas station yesterday, and I never actually looked, but we've been talking about it so much I figured I would look. Average pack of cigarettes was like $10.73 a pack.
That's cheap.
I say average here is 15, 16.
It's getting close to 18.
It probably depends on air. Like I said, here in Ohio, it's where it's at. You could buy the same pack in California, it would probably be 25. So, you know what I mean? But
exactly, Martin. Fucking exactly. How many times have we said it?
Yeah. We know there are less toxins. We've proved there are less toxins. We make our own liquids. We know we're not throwing tons of chemicals in there.
Yes.
Yeah, I've used that argument.
A cigarette can be 30% added chemicals.
Well, and then think about the filter.
But also that the liquids that we are getting, we're buying from reputable sources as well.
Yep.
I've had, I'm sure you have had too over the years, especially from smokers, is you don't know what you're putting in your lungs with that stuff. Really?
Yes,
I have every basic ingredient that it's made out of separately, and I personally combine them at proper levels. I know everything that's in my juice. I've done to the last milliliter, the last drop of concentrate. I know what's in my shit. You know
exactly, Mike. Exactly.
That's why you feel crap about the disposables, even for the coil heads and disposables. You don't know what that metal is all the time. Get something from a company you can trust. You know,
this is him trying to do buy my coils.
No, I'm saying even like pot coils like you guys use. Go to companies you know what they're using. It's not just off the wall mystery. And see, that's a big thing to get off the inhaler alone with the condition reversing, but not needing the inhaler still just kind of.
At the end of the day, Martin, it's like you're saying, if you do smoke, go to vaping because it'll help, or quit. Okay. If you've got COPD, you're probably to be perfectly honest, if I was a doctor, which I am, but not that sort of doctor, I would say you're probably better off not vaping as well, to be perfectly honest.
So remember, he's a doctor, but Bill's also a Southern Baptist priest, minister. So let's just keep that in mind.
Oh, between us, we've got it covered here. Do not worry.
We've got everything covered.
Do not worry. Do not worry. But the point is, if you don't need to smoke and you want to quit, vaping. If you've got COPD and you can't quit, vaping's an option.
Switch over, yeah.
But in my eyes, I would say if somebody has got COPD, vape, but then try and get to a point where you're coming off it completely for your own health.
No,
that's if you've got COPD, something that is probably a safer option is nicotine pouches.
That would be my, but I see where Martin's coming from. If somebody feels they can't quit completely, then vaping is obviously a lot safer for them.
Yeah.
But if you could quit completely, get on with it. Yeah, awesome. That's great.
Well, you do it the way baby trying how Lisa did.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there is something we also know. If you have COPD, propylene glycol will help.
Do not wave your SX Mini mod at people.
Yeah,
It's
you
doing
stop.
that thing that old people do with pipes. He's going to have a pipe next week and be pointing with it.
No, he's gonna get that RC
Well,
motor.
No, I want to get one of those Camry pipes.
Oh, God.
Mm.
If he sat on him with an eye patch and a fucking pipe. And...
No, actually, I was scrolling TikTok throughout the week, and somebody posted, I'm trying to quit vaping and the disposables, the 50 milligram disposable, and it's all these people in the comments, and this and it's so difficult, and I wish I had never started vaping and da da da. So I started, obviously be nice about it. I hope this information helps. Blah blah. It's like the reason that it's so difficult and everyone's having all these issues. You're going from, first off, smoking more than likely to vaping a high level of nicotine to just stop. That's not what this was designed to be.
And the thing is, the high level of nicotine is higher than when they were smoking.
Right.
Yeah.
And you have to get yourself something that you can bring your body down. You can't just shock your body with black nicotine the same way you hated quitting smoking cold turkey.
If
Your
you
body
were,
doesn't like it just saying stop.
if you work out on the nicotine guide, okay, if you were to go from cigarettes onto 50 milligram, you would have to be smoking around 100 to 120 cigarettes a day.
Which some people, I could see that being.
Now, we know there are people who do that and chain smoke, yes, but there aren't many, thankfully.
I mean, even my first I pack every couple of days.
I'll be honest. I used to smoke. I could smoke a case in a day.
There's always one in.
Okay, so are we going to go back to the coconut custard and the 50 mils in 2 hours thing, or
no? We're not.
No, Matt managed to beat that. He managed to vape 60 mils in an hour the other day.
Of what?
Coconut custard.
No, like Martin said, though, there's two sides to that. There's people that have for years, they've gotten sick and everything else. But like years ago, my niece tried to start picking up vaping. I said, "Why do you have a vape?" "Why do I get stressed sometimes?" I said, "Okay, but have you ever smoked?" She's like, "Well, no." I'm like, "So let's just grabbing the disposable. Let's try to avoid anything." I said, "I understand, wanting something, but the whole point of us vaping is to not be killing ourselves,
Yeah.
the cigarettes."
One of the things is we now have the medical proof that nicotine does reduce stress.
Yeah.
I mean, I told exactly what we've all discussed. Would I prefer her not to vape at all and not smoke at all? Absolutely. But I'd much rather see her with a vape in her hand than a cigarette.
But I've said this many times before. I would bet 80% of the people who vape who are non-smokers would have picked up a cigarette if the vape hadn't been available.
Oh, absolutely. Which brings up the great thing of the teen, vaping rates went up. Yeah, but what happened to the teen smoking rates?
Fell through the floor.
And then subsequently, within 6 months to a year after that spike, look at the teen vaping rate started dropping down because it wasn't a fad anymore.
Yeah.
It wasn't a popular thing anymore,
But in the meantime, it virtually wiped out smoking.
Exactly. Yep. And that's where these big tobacco companies got pissed off because they just lost the teenage market, which I'm sure was a good quarter of their revenue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not to throw my mom under the bus, but I was having cigarettes, that she got me when I was 16, 17, I
don't know. When I was 12, 13, my dad used to buy me cigars.
Oh, I'm happy you said that, because that was the last bit that I almost forgot. So now they said that we are purposely designing vape devices to look less harmful and look harmless.
No, we're not.
Wait, no, not even that. Think about this. So if you had never seen a cigarette, never seen a cigar, never seen a vape in your life, okay? and I handed you all three, would you look at any of those three items and go, that looks scary, that looks dangerous, that looks like it could hurt me?
Okay, so
No, to all of them.
Right. So how are we purposely designing devices to be look harmless?
Oh, yeah,
A
that's
cigarette
gonna be
is how much
really
more deadly than any vape you'll ever get a hold of, and it doesn't look like it's going to stab you in the neck while you're sleeping.
so what exactly are these new vapes going to look like?
Oh no, this is like the current market. They're talking about disposables, saying that they're currently being designed. That that's what the vape industry has purposely been doing for years, is making them look more and more harmless to where kids want to pick them up.
What?
Right.
So they're making them look like marker pens.
So what you're saying is we need to make them feel more threatening towards children.
Apparently. Oh, and I
I've
know
got
there
it.
was- I
I've
know
got
there was
the
one.
idea.
I know there was one at one point in the history of vaping, but apparently we also very widely are disguising them as smartwatches and like necklaces and everything else. Apparently we're being very clever and very sneaky.
Oh, so, yeah, the smartwatch looking one was done once and
I
failed.
had one of them. And it was shit.
Yeah.
What we need to do is do
We're not
vaping
doing
devices.
medieval mech mods is not going to be a thing, Matt.
No, this is good. we make them look like Michael Jackson, Rolf Harris, Gary Glitter. They're threatening to children.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Stop them.
And don't forget Jimmy
Yeah,
Savile.
but here's the issue, though. You go down that road, you've got other politicians and whatnot that might be inclined to make, the Epstein disposable.
We could have.
Yeah, the Epstein disposable, and that's it. That's Trump's next failed company. The Trump disposable.
Throw it in the bin as soon as you get it.
The Jimmy Savile mouth to lung device.
And the Epstein one
Scrub
comes with a
that
lanyard
idea.
that looks like a noose.
Yeah.
No, better, Matt. The Epstein mouth to lung tank. The airflow is so restricted you can't even breathe.
That has so many wrong connotations. In
That's no.
No, Tyler. No.
Yeah, the best part is each little bit hits y'all separately at different moments.
I've got an idea in my head for a new vape device, but I'm not saying it on the show because we will get instantly banned.
But the thing is,
No, Steve, there is no need for that.
No, we finally got the usability of vape devices has gotten better. Okay, we don't need to go back to silica wicks and just leaking tanks with a bottom fill screw. We're not going back to these days.
The new leaky pod.
the new Mullen.
Mullen mouth to lung.
The dam from Mullen.
The damn pod.
No, yeah, you got to pull it out of your pocket. You got, the liquid came out. What happened to you? I've been mulling.
Damn.
What? I can even see the advert on telly for it now. Oh, God.
Fuck it, close enough.
Oh, what the? Get Chris Bell to do the advertising for us.
No, we'll just get that app back, and we'll have Mank take that app and start making them videos.
Yeah, Coils by Mank.
Okay, so you're saying we're gonna make coils by Mank, tank made by Vic, and let's go ahead and throw Vic's lovely tasting e-liquid in there to mix.
No, let's not. Oh, nobody would vape it.
Well, you would once. with Manx coils in there.
The new peach custard damn pod.
Oh God, Steve! Now I can please imagine if Vic was in political power. We're banning all vape flavors except for my peach custard.
Well, he has been very quiet.
And it's a semi-sealed system, guaranteed to leak in your pocket.
Put it in your pocket, pull it out. It's got bits of fluff, some craps.
And mind you, when we say semi-sealed, it's not that you can refill it at all. It's just it's only semi-sealed.
It's just
Yeah.
a half done job. Yeah.
I've got it.
Like anything Vic's had out to do with that.
I've got it. That's where all the extra fluff from the cotton from Mike Vapes really goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a 50-50. What do you mean 50-50? Was a 50% chance it's going to leak?
Oh, so it's
The
a
other
so layout, is it?
It's horrible.
So we're doing max VG. It's a cold day.
100% chance it'll taste horrible. if we use any of Vic's recipes.
Well, think though. I wonder if he makes a Vic's recipe with that lovely UD wire oil.
Oh, for fuck's sake, no! Tobacco peach custard.
Oh.
And engine oil.
Wow.
That'll put the kids off.
Volume 2050.
All right, Martin, the dildo vape. No, we are not doing the dildo vape. If anybody's got one, I'm sure Tyler has, but
No, I was trying to think. It was one guy. I can't remember who it was. I think it was. There was one guy thinking the old Saturday show that had that. No, it might have been Mike. Probably fucking remember that had the wooden mech, the Woody.
That was Dave.
Was it Dave? Dude, it's been so long. I can't remember who had that.
Well, Dave had one.
Oh, the Rudy.
Yeah.
Dave often had a Woody when we did a show.
Oh, so I'm going through my camera roll the other day,
And the
and
mob as well.
I found a picture, an old screenshot from Dave's show.
Uh-oh. What were we doing?
Just waffling, but it's one of those things. It's hilarious to see screenshots from like the show we do now with you and Craig, and then put that next to it. It's like, oh,
Yeah,
it's been.
the beard's a bit longer.
It was a little bit more black, less white back then too. Craig was still bald as shit, but you know.
That's never really going to change. It's
not actually.
I couldn't help putting that comment on it.
Good news, Tyler. Your mum's amused that you're going to be embarrassed by her topless pictures.
Well, this is what, the third or fourth one already? Damn. And right there on Facebook.
Bad news is she's probably going to do more.
Just because of your, egging her on, I can see it happening.
It's comical. It's more comical that her other half is letting all paranoid over. I think you thought she's doing it. She's doing it on purpose now.
She is.
Oh, I think it's brilliant. Oh, was there any news about the UK vaping stuff?
No, but there's a good breakdown of how the vape duty is going to affect us from October.
Good point.
Courtesy of Darkstar.
Whatever
Whatever you pay for a 10ml e-liquid is going to go up by £2.64. So it's going to more than double the price. Nick shots are going to go up by $2.64.
God, there was definitely less of a beard there, wasn't there?
A 30ml one shot to try and save money is going to go up by £7.92. and then this is the scary one, a litre of anything to do with vape liquid is going to go up by 264 quid.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So my recommendation to anybody, like I said every other week, is, and I'm sure you're all doing it already, is get your nicotine in, get your VG, PG, concentrates.
Dude, piss take aside, Bill's little stockpile seems less and less comical when you see that. God damn.
Yeah.
You know, get out there.
Oh no, that stockpiling is serious.
Get out there and try and stockpile as much as you can afford without skinting yourselves, please, because
And then do think about storage when you guys.
well,
use
we're
stuff.
obviously thinking about storage,
Yeah.
unlike certain people we could mention, Craig. But but you know, definitely get out there and get it now while you can.
Stores this properly. He's got about 8,000 mils in the boot. He's got a few.
The thing is, it's the way it's going to work. If a shop's got the liquid and they've got the receipts to prove it was completely mixed before October, they'll have 6 months to clear it without duty.
Mm.
But that
I
doesn't
take
mean
it
to
that
say that
came
they're
from
gonna
somebody in the
ban-
industry.
That came from somebody in the industry.
Yeah.
Actually, from somebody in the industry.
Who we both know. Quite
Now,
well.
now Bill's got inside. So,
No, we know
No,
this
this
person
one's
very
legit.
well.
This is legit.
yeah.
Know this person really well.
Now, if shops have an inventory before October and they can prove it for duty reasons and everything, do you think they're still going to increase their price on it?
There is no doubt whatsoever that a lot of shops are going to start putting the duty on and profiteering from it.
Yeah.
I'm sure people are probably getting bored of me saying it, Lee, but I've noticed a lot of people, and I don't put anything on Darkstar anymore because it's going to be, I'm getting a bit sick of people going on the Darkstar like Facebook group and going, oh, I'm surprised about the price of liquor, about stuff going up. It's been 2.5 years, you fucking thick bastards.
Yeah.
And now
There's
all
three
of a
fucking
sudden,
emails sent. There's been about 3 or 4 emails sent out from Darkstar about it.
I'm going to say I've had, I don't know, it's probably more than that actually, Craig, but we've had that
They-
definitely.
They're warning people in advance, like, hey, this is going to be a
They've
problem.
been really good, mate. That Darkstar have been really good. They've been sending an email out saying to people, look, this is what's going on with the prices of stuff. The government's doing this. The price is going to do that. This is what it's going to cost you per
And
blah, blah,
See,
blah.
and they don't even have to do that technically. They could just let the prices go up and be like, hey, you have no other options.
Not a big fan of the owner of Darkstar, personally, the main owner, but I've got to give him credit. He hasn't fucked about. He's got in there and he's gone, right, get these emails out, get them out to people, tell people what's going on, don't fuck about.
Well, I mean, isn't that kind of what we asked, 2 years ago, certain reviewers to do? Is hey, just get the word out.
Well,
so
it's
people-
kind of what we asked, and certain. Well, we're not going over that, but yeah.
I mean, there are other companies that have also put the same information out on the mixing scene, and one of the retail online has been putting some of the information out in advance, but
That's worth considering. Anybody, if anybody wants to talk to Lisa, Lisa is definitely worth talking to. Bless her. So, if anybody needs to get hold of her, let us know.
We know as well as everybody, like, you see how we do it for the same reason everybody else does. But like Lisa just said, if you're going to put yourself financially to where you can't afford, food, you need to find a way to either reduce how much you're using or find, a way just to quit.
Stuff like this, stuff like that, stuff like, stuff like this.
Well, and see, that's a good point too. Think about what device you're going to use,
These little things don't use a lot of e-liquid.
No, I go for pod systems. No, shit. Pod systems. Seriously, though.
A-I-A-I-O. Oh,
Oh. Yeah, but I mean, reducing the amount you're vaping down, things like that. If you can do it, it's worth doing.
Yeah, Lisa, one problem: vaping nick-free won't reduce the cost because the duty applies to all vaping supplies.
so at that point, wouldn't it be more costly if you're not able to fully quit to just go to a higher strength and vape less?
Yes.
Well, I would say so. Yeah. The issue and the most expensive bit of vaping is going to be, as it always has been, is the nicotine.
Yeah.
And the availability of it is going to be an issue, I'm sure.
I mean, for storage of nicotine, storing nicotine is not an issue, really. You can store it for up to 5 years. Again, like we said last week, when you're using 72 milligram, think of the safety aspects of it, please. But everybody here pretty much knows all that. It's just I'm sort of saying it to the... Yeah, even if you make your own, Lisa, it's still...
Well, that's probably they finally had enough time for this bill and all that. They've looked at every aspect down to the mixers.
Oh, they have.
It's a proper...
And come October, all of the suppliers for mixers will have to charge us the new duty on any order.
Because to buy anything, you're going to have to be registered.
Well, not just that. So you said, obviously, the larger the amount you buy, the higher the duty tax on it, right? So think how this... No?
No, the duty is 26.4 pence per milliliter on anything to do with e-liquid.
Okay, well, that so applies to what I'm thinking. So think about actual juice manufacturers, actual companies.
They're fucked.
You're going to lose a lot of companies because they're not going to be able to afford to keep going. And
there will be certain companies who will...
Yeah, you'll save the cost of the nicotine, but the amount of nicotine you use if you've got 72 is so low that your saving is negligible.
Your main issues at the minute is you need to get nicotine at the minute before we're stopped from getting nicotine. The main ones at the minute are getting VG, PG, more VG than PG because we don't use a lot of PG generally.
So anybody that's new to mixing, don't make a mistake I did years ago and bought a gallon of each one. I can make everything 50-50. That's not how percentages work for most
and
of
you've still got that PG left, haven't you?
You've still got a load of PG.
PG that I end up too much of at one point.
You want definitely VG is the big one. Get that. Concentrates, get any concentrates you think you might need as soon as possible.
Learn to use super concentrates.
And a waggy finger by all counts.
Well,
no, but seriously, learn to use super concentrates.
Because you use a lot less.
You use a hell of a lot less. If you're using a super concentrate at 3%, 30 mil makes a litre.
And then, of course, if it's sort of like, I know you guys use different size bottles than I do, but if I make my liter batches, I do have glass bottles that I use that have a proper airtight stopper on them. Making sure because oxidation of your nicotine is an issue.
Mm-hmm. Yes, but if you buy the PG and the VG from a dedicated vape supplier, that includes the tax is included in it. If you buy it from elsewhere, probably not.
But with the flavors, you could start hitting the issue that we had in the early days of oil-based flavors.
Well, that and the big major flavor suppliers, I'm wondering if they're going to start pulling back on production.
Oh, they already are.
Yeah.
One of the things they are starting to do is they are starting to produce more super concentrates.
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
Because
like,
you're halving and even quartering the cost of your concentrates.
you're talking about 30 mil, say, is making a litre. Yeah.
When it saves the company itself on PG and everything a long way.
30 mil of what I'm vaping at the minute, which is that coconut custard. 30 mil makes you a litre. That's a lot.
From my order comment.
I hope your order's not coming.
I think I think they got backed up this week because my order's not arrived either, Craig.
Yeah.
But I have got the dispatch notice. So mine should arrive tomorrow.
Yeah.
I think it's just they've had more orders. People are starting to realise.
Yeah, I said,
probably.
as we said at the start of all this, people have done what we knew they would do. They were going to leave it till the last minute and then panic.
The thing is,
morons.
We've got less than 4 months. That is not much time before the duty comes in.
No, it's not much time at all.
I mean, there will be some companies that shut shop and dump a lot of liquid.
Oh, yeah.
But it's going to be a question then of knowing the quality of the liquid.
Yeah.
And how long it's already been mixed.
Yeah.
Because that does make a big difference. Concentrate lasts a hell of a lot longer than a mixed liquid.
Yep. I mean, I can see quite a few of the white label companies going out of business.
Oh, yeah.
Including the white label wholesalers.
Yep.
Imagine how upset certain people are going to be when they can't spend £6 on 47 10 mils.
He's probably back to smoking by now.
I think he is.
Yeah, knowing that dopey git, yeah.
He'll be back to scavenging bins for fucking roll-up and cigarettes.
Yeah, we go around outside all the pubs and emptying the ashtrays, tab ends.
I found a happy. Look at that. That's a good one.
Yeah, but that's the sort of thing I can see him doing.
Yeah.
This one's got lipstick on. I wonder if she was pretty.
Wonder what her ears looked like.
Oh, pal.
You're the one who mentioned him.
You want to come home and see my sticky laptop?
No.
Too far. Too far. Nobody wants to see a sticky laptop.
With the footprint in the middle of the keyboard.
More to the point, nobody wants to know the reason why the keyboard was sticky.
And why the need to turn it off was so. Why the need to turn it off so quickly was needed. You know, it was just to stomp that power button real quick.
I mean, it's very true, Martin. We do know vape safe concentrates. One of the things I can see though is we don't have access to some of those companies anymore.
Well, that actually begs a different question, though. We talked the other week about how there's certain concentrates the companies make that are commercial only.
Yep.
I'm wondering
Yeah.
if they're going to open those up, obviously still at a high cost.
Nope.
Well,
Not a chance.
I'm saying just keep their businesses open. You know?
Yeah.
No, they won't do it.
Nope.
On Friday, I was talking to a friend, and he has a wholesale a proper trade account with Capella.
Yeah.
Out of the 10 super concentrates that he got from them the other day, 1 is available on the retail market.
Yeah.
Jeez.
9 are not. And the one that is a sweet strawberry.
You make this juice taste just like this disposable? No, I can't, because I can't get the fucking concentrates. Even if I could, I'm not putting 28% sweetener in it.
It's easy to make any juice taste like something out of a disposable. You need VG, PG, and super sweet.
Oh, and menthol.
Well, menthol or
No. And WS-23.
WS-23 or WS-64.
Jeez.
You want some icy, huh?
And then you can quite happily go off.
I couldn't even sit in the room with somebody opened a bottle of 64.
Quite happily go off and be thick in the corner.
You just add enough drops till it starts to crystallize, and then you add a little more VG to top it off.
No, WS-64 doesn't crystallize.
No, I've never bothered with
it. The stuff, I've never used it, but I've seen it, and the stuff is fucking nasty.
But that's the stuff that you use at 0.01%.
Or you give it to Mank and let him do it at 3%.
No, just tell him one drop.
The trouble is he'd vape it. The trouble is he'd vape it and think it was lovely.
We actually be able to taste something.
Yeah, super sweet. Mixed with WS-62. It's simple.
And 50 milligrams.
But I mean, that's where there is going to be a problem. Is they are going to shut the loophole on 72 milligram.
Yep.
So what do you think the highest you're going to be able to get after that's closed is?
20.
The highest strength we'll have available to us will be 20 milligram.
If you could get it.
Yeah.
Now, we'll probably still be able to get hold of 20 milligram, but we're paying, well, at the moment, you can get hold of 20 milligram for 50p for a 10 ml bottle.
Yeah.
And it'll be over £3 for a 10 ml bottle. So they say, oh, we're only putting you up a small percentage. No, you're not.
No, it's a hell of a jump.
That's 5 times the price.
Yeah.
But their logic is, well, it's only 3p. Okay, but I need more than 3p worth to make what I'm making.
You know, it's going from 50 pence. If you bulk buy, you can get it for 50 pence a bottle. If you buy single shots, they're £1.
Yeah.
But if you buy single shots, you're still going to make it 3.5 times as expensive.
Yep.
Mm.
So this thing, oh, we're only putting 60% on it, is bollocks.
When like I said, for a liter to go up over 200 quid, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, if I buy single liters, it's still what, £7 a litre.
Yeah.
To go from £7 a litre to 200 and
46.
270.
It's ridiculous.
And yet
It'll be
again, let's
200.
make it cheaper to smoke.
You know, that jump in price is huge.
Oh, you basically have the U.S. medical system price jumps for your fucking BG.
The problem is you've got the likes of Bogan thinking and saying, it's not that bad. Look, I've worked it out. Yeah, but you worked it out wrong.
Yeah. There's this little issue. You buy it on Amazon. They're going to start looking at the quantity you buy because they can force Amazon to audit and say, you're buying in the sort of quantities you need for a vapor. Therefore, we're charging you this much in back duty.
Well, you got that, and then
they can do it. But they can do it. They can charge you back duty.
Oh yeah, they'll back you charge. And I said if they think for any reason you're buying enough volume wise to warrant them saying, "Oh, well, you're making juice and selling it," then you got a whole other issue.
Well, you'll be taxed as a business,
right?
Which means you've got to pay the duty, the VAT, and the business tax on it.
And I would assume some level of inspection for a safe, clean area to make the liquid.
Yeah.
Probably, yes.
Yeah, you'll be audited.
So, yeah, could get very expensive.
Martin, I'm telling you, with how much VG Bill's got, he's going to pull that trench coat out and have pockets built into it and just walk down CD alleys. You want custard? How about a little bit of pineapple guava?
Nah, I don't like guava. I don't like the smell of the concentrate.
I'll tell you, guava's when if you're going to use it, you got to use some low percentages.
Tyler will be wandering around trying to sell his prick.
Hey, for the right price. Oh,
again.
That's before, but they wanted it.
Tyler will be turning into a male prostitute.
All I can think is imagine if they still have expos, you'll have Shrek in the car park, trunk full of strawberry liquids.
Tyler's new company, Rent Boy E-Liquids.
Tastes like shit. Oh, sorry, I had to.
Just no.
Prick boy, cactus in everything juice.
You get a little bit in.
It's VG lube, can't it?
BG lube comes with extra prick.
You said it.
Tyler hanging around in car parks going, do you want any lube? That is, no, Tyler, no. That could get, don't do it.
At this point, the government's fucking us dry as it is. So, I mean, everybody needs a little help here and there, I guess.
Don't do it in any truck stop.
You want some ethyl maltol? You want some sucrose?
I got a secret stash of diacetyl.
I know somebody who's still got a gallon of custard V1.
Damn.
The new season of Breaking Bad starring Tyler.
As he blows up a camper van in the middle of the desert, trying to mix his latest batch of cactus juice.
I felt like a prick.
Bad part is when you somehow still blow up the RV.
I could just see him now, wandering around.
I mean, I almost set myself on fire last week. You talk about that one?
Go on, tell us how you nearly set yourself on fire.
I was lighting the grill and I had thrown foil over it, and everything might have already had holes, popped in it for ventilation. Turned the gas bottle on, went to go light it, just enough gas built up, mixed with the air, and nice little fireball. That was nice till I realized that it went up my leg, almost down, went right past my face. Sitting there checking things. Okay, eyebrow still there. We're good.
I have to be honest.
Charcoal.
I'm not really surprised by this story.
Oh no, this doesn't beat the time when I set my bed on fire.
Carry on.
Carry on.
I was like 16 probably, and I was filling a Zippo, and I accidentally overfilled it, and something in my head said, "Hey, shake the Zippo, and the extra fluid will come out the top," which it did across my bed sheet. What does Tyler say in his head next? Why don't we just light the fumes? They'll burn off. Light the Zippo, touch it to the bed. Whoop.
What, you're trying to burn off the entire oil field?
It worked.
I'm starting.
Nothing. The sheet didn't actually catch. It was, all the fluid burned off. It was nice and warm for a couple minutes, but it was fine.
I'm starting to see why his mum's getting her own back on him now.
Yeah.
Now, Bill, that cartoon I shared on Facebook the other day, that is the shows we watched growing up. Does that make sense a little bit now? That was the same character that went around. His go-to tagline was, "I like buttered toast, Eddie."
I'm actually seeing why your mum is getting her own back on you now.
Well, that and all the little stories from our childhoods that, have started coming out over the years.
I'm not sure we need to know all of the stories that are happening in your childhood.
Although if we ask Loretta, I'm damn sure she'll tell us.
Yeah, I think I would see that. All you've got to say is, what did Tyler do stupid as a kid?
There was a time as a kid that I thought she told me that it's safer to ride down the center of the road on your bike, not the sides. She actually said avoid the center of the road. I thought she said stay in the center of the road so you can see traffic in both directions. So I was riding dead center of the road between traffic for a good couple of years.
Tyler, how did you survive?
I don't know.
It's not how, it's more why.
Why?
All the Elec was in the cupboard in front of you. Just open the door.
She was looking at me and then she decided to face the other.
Tell her about the secret stuff.
Tell her you replaced the spare tire. It's all e-liquid now.
Don't look guilty. Don't look guilty.
Better. She's gonna get a flat one and realize she can't. Why is this spare tire spot?
You do realize that she cannot hear you when you're trying to drop me in.
The more I do it, the guiltier you look.
Perfect. Nice one, Sarah.
Well done.
Nice one. Yeah.
We're not going to mention his secrets. No.
We were never bad mouthing you, just him. Promise.
Yeah, always him.
Right.
What has anybody else done anything else useful this week?
Useful? Yeah.
Yeah, useful.
Now.
No, I haven't.
No.
No, what have I've
Yeah, because I've done
what have I done useful this week? Oh, I've got a couple more books to read.
The water pump and the filter showed up for the pool, so I went ahead and ran all the lines and all the hoses for that and got it hooked up today. That's at least something done.
He got it in reverse. He's now pumping all the water out into the sink.
No, it goes into
He's now got a swimming pool in the living room.
And you could. I'm telling you, if I told my mom where I put it in the front yard. She said, you put the pool in the front yard. I said, yeah, if I had a spare couch I didn't care about, I'd put it in the front yard too, damn it.
That's a proper red deck.
Yeah, right, it is.
All you need is a pickup truck and fill that with water in it, and you can chill in.
See what you do is you take a proper liner.
You've done it before.
It's not hard.
No,
It'd
it's
be
when
much better if you could
No, it's
do
when
that.
you get the pickup truck and convert the back of it into a jacuzzi.
No, it's when you have that one asshole that opens the tailgate.
That would be
Tyler
better.
is that asshole.
It gets people out of the truck quickly. He looks very defensive now. Oh no. With the size of the grin on her face, I can only imagine what's being said.
He's trying to get us in trouble. That's what he's trying to do.
He's trying to get himself out of the hole.
Check his email. He said,
Put myself in the hole. My wife has just talked around and said, "Oh, if you'd rather spend your money on your vape stuff rather than buying me a wedding anniversary present, it's up to you."
"Oh,
Ooh, burn.
Is
Yeah.
that a noise? Is
I
that a
felt
noise?
that one as well.
go no." Both sides work though. Spend it on vape stuff. But buy her matching setups for all of yours.
Mm.
Hey, look, I got you a nice big camera gun.
I don't think that would work.
Yep, that's the one, Mel.
You're not quite sussed out this relationship thing, have you, Tyler?
Hey, we're not gonna talk about the failures of that in my life, but it's fine.
The secret is to try and keep them happy.
He just said keep a woman happy. Oh, he's okay.
Happy spouse, happy house, apparently.
Yeah.
Is that why you got a spot right here when she was pissed off last week?
That's where the dent in his head came from.
Okay.
She was very happy producing that.
Especially when she got the engraving, from the company, from the cast iron. Actually,
You see, the secret with women, Tyler, is when a woman says, "Wouldn't it be nice if we had such and such and such for the kitchen?" Or
It's going to
"Wouldn't
cost
it-"
money.
What it means is, this is what I want. They're not saying for you to agree or disagree. They're saying this is what they
Buy
want.
me this or else.
Yeah.
Mm.
You got to, it's not hard.
Oh, we could do with some shelving units up in the lounge.
The answer is not no, I don't think we do. No, that's a good idea, dear. Yes,
Make
I
it look-
agree.
Make it a lot tidier in the lounge. Hmm. You can have one of the cupboards. Yay. Thanks.
That was only so she can keep an eye on what you've bought.
No, it's not thinking wrongly, Lisa. It's thinking logically. Very few people are lucky enough to be like me or Lee. Okay. I am very lucky.
Hey, you're still breathing.
And Lee is, yeah, we're both lucky because we have partners who go, you look at something and they go, well, you buying it or what? It's great.
I mean, I this is why I think I'm very lucky as well. I don't have to worry about any of that shit. If I want it, I buy it.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. The freedom of doing that is nice.
I must admit, I got what I wanted. A load of more vape stuff and a nice car.
But you just
And
take chances of the walloping you get. Do it anyway.
Say that again.
I said you just take chance for the walloping you'll get later and just do it anyway.
Yeah,
You know,
but
the kids say, "Oh, that's you."
Yeah, they're good.
the cars
They're
are
good at that.
consumable. The cars are consumable
Yeah.
because you both need a car.
Yeah.
It's like, music is a necessity for life. That's why Lee has so many guitars.
Mm.
It's because that's his hobby. He likes guitars.
Mm.
Now, by rethinking the storage, is this like, take the storage bins they're in and remove them, or just reorganize?
No. I think Link's just trying to come up with a better storage system, of which he will. No doubt Lisa will come up with a better idea.
Mm.
Yeah, she's getting one of those units that goes into the floor. Well, she'll need it in October, won't she, to hide it from the sniffer dogs? The sniffer dogs just found 40 litres of e-liquid.
Mm.
Lee's got a speakeasy built into the floorboards.
just buy it.
You got bourbon, whiskey, rum. Nope. Just BG. Lots and lots of BG.
PG, and unmixed bottle shots.
You see
With the
this?
shot filled.
You see this bottle? This bottle is a nice 2024 BG.
You know, the worst thing is custards are going to get like that. It's going to be like that. Yeah, this is a 2025. This is a 2024. Well aged, full body.
Full body.
This is a 2018 bottle of Empire Vapeco custard. Which I still have.
I've still got one of the 2018 bottles as well.
No, it's like I've got a sealed 2014 Heisenberg.
When they had the stand at Expo.
Yeah.
I got all the range. Mm.
I went through loads of that killer custard from Chris.
You want a bad custard?
It got that bad when I went to where there's a picture of me and Alana and Chris at Expo. I turned up and I'd already had 4 or 5 bottles off him. And I turned up and Chris opened his jacket. He went, "Here you go, mate," and just gave me 2 more.
Yeah, because you probably went through most of what he gave you already in the first day of Expo.
I went through 100 mil that day,
Mm.
walking round. Oh, it's fucking terrible.
But I still say the best custards are James's.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. James is.
He's nailed it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yep.
Particularly if you get the competition OG. Fucking hell, that is gorgeous.
I agree, Lisa. Yeah, you don't want to necessarily see all the vaping stuff, and if you can put it in a cupboard or out of sight, out of mind sort of thing.
Well, so I got the inside storage bins with wheels on them, put all like the box I don't use away, and then I've got a little stand for atomizers and mods that I use.
I have something similar. It's this room.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, something similar. It's this room.
And it's gradually getting smaller with vape stuff.
Not to mention how many are, sitting on the coffee table in the living room, a couple in the kitchen.
There's 3 mods in the living room. There's no mods in the kitchen.
No. But
Yeah,
I have three mods next to my bed as well.
Craig's at the point where he's starting to cut holes in the walls and put mods in.
Craig's got a mod in every room, including
Got a
the
vent in the
shed.
bathroom. Got a vent in the bathroom.
Nothing
He's
about
got but he's got a 200-room house.
talking about bathrooms. Gwendolyn's making me laugh at the minute. Right, when she goes to the bathroom, sitting on the loo. Not that you need to know about her sitting on the loo, but she's sitting on the loo with her tablet. Right, watching what she's watching on the tablet. It's like, have you finished in there yet? I will be in a minute.
No, it was probably about a month ago. Probably a month ago, Nova was like, "I use the bathroom," so go use the bathroom. You know, man, why has it been 20 fucking minutes? You know, go in there. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm so you almost done. Pop the door a little bit. Like, are you okay? You know, did you fall into some shit? Sure enough, tablet sitting there on YouTube. Kids just, you know, I'm like, give me your tablet. She's like, why? I'm like, because the bathroom is not. Just go to the bathroom.
Well, I fucked her up the other day. I went into the hub and just turned the internet off to her.
Oh, did you fix the microphone on a new keyboard?
Not yet. It still works.
I'll say fix it and hammer it into submission.
At the minute, I swear she was trying to do like death metal screams. I swear to God, she was trying to do death metal screams. I'm like, this is not good. You know, you've got Lee doing the music, G's doing the bass. I swear and I'm doing lyrics. I swear she's trying to get a job doing the fucking screaming bits at the minute.
Hey, man, foster, see where it goes.
No. It's very random with her. Very random.
Yeah, well, just look at the father.
Yeah, it's pretty random. Very true. Very true, Martin.
Martin's admitting he's a vooper.
He's a vooper.
Yeah, nothing wrong with having a voop. Scrolling through your phone. Then your legs go to sleep.
I was gonna say to your legs fall asleep.
I'll record it, Lisa. It's an interesting thing.
No, Craig, you know you've been there too long when you look at your tank and go, crap, I need a refill.
Do I really want Gwendolyn screaming my lyrics? That's a worrying bit because of some of the lyrics.
Yeah, but I think with her ability to not say certain words, obviously, depending on what they are, and then mix that with the accent.
It's not so much the words, it's the lyrics and the subject matter of the lyrics.
And being your daughter, you probably understand them.
The latest lyrics are a bit like they're very doom laden, very, very doom laden. So they're very dark.
Yeah.
Not sure it's a good thing getting Gwendolyn to sing like doom laden lyrics.
Yeah, it might not be the best idea, but since when has it been a requirement to be a good idea with you?
Well, true.
Well,
I would say so as well, yeah.
I always rely on you lot to put me in the shit.
oh, we don't have to put you there. We just remind you where you're at constantly.
Usually in the shit anyway.
You're quite capable of dropping yourself in it anyway, yeah.
Right.
It's like
Oh, God, yeah. I like that. I like that latest song, but I'm not saying any more about that because it's not done yet. But it's good. It's a good one.
Oh, fucking.
I write lyrics at the weirdest times as well. It's always like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, best time to do it though. House is quiet. Head's
Oh
not.
no, it's nothing to do with that. I could get quiet time, but my mind just goes to strange and weird and wonderful places at 3 o'clock in the morning.
It's like if I can't sleep, go for a walk at sunrise. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning, my brain's going 1,000 miles an hour. That's why I've got the recording thing for it. Just to
Truly, true. Yeah, quite often there's like lyrics and music going backwards and forwards at like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Opening Lee.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But
I do use headphones though when I'm listening to music at that time of the morning, usually.
usually,
Yeah.
As long as you don't open the door and set the fire alarm off, you know.
Mine lyrics tend to just come at whatever time. Then there's no particular pattern to my lyrics, apart from time of day. Usually late at night, early morning. I don't know where where the lyrical stuff comes from. I honestly don't. It just does. I ain't going to worry where it comes from as long as they keep happening.
Be kind of scary to find out where they come from, depending on the lyric.
I know where the lyrics come from. A lot of it comes from what you're thinking about and what I'm thinking and what I've watched or talked about, or they come from all sorts of places, but all weird and wonderful places.
yeah, the worst ones are when you're having a Black Dog Day and the lyrics start coming out then.
There's some good lyrics come out then, though.
Oh, I've had some good lyrics come out then, but very often it's 3 lines in a page of prose.
They're ideal for what the sort of music Lee does. If I was writing love songs, they wouldn't be so fucking good. They're dark lyrics.
I don't know. I used to do a creative poetry course just for a bit of fun every year in February.
Yeah.
And most of my lyrics, most of my poetry when I was doing it was pretty dark.
Yeah.
Or it was very focused on something that was pissing me off.
Yeah.
But I was really surprised the woman who ran the course one year because I wrote a really gentle, romantic poem. Which is like, where the fucking hell did that come from?
Yeah, it can happen.
Underneath this, there is a romantic person, but a lot of it is very dark.
Yeah, but you can have dark romantic.
Yeah, well, look who was one of the first poets I got into.
True.
You want dark romantic, you don't get much darker than Byron.
Not really. No, there aren't many people darker than him.
But he was classed as one of the romantics.
I think mine, Martin, is just it's just there. It just happens. So it's in my head, along with a lot of other crap, but it's in my head. So.
Yeah.
Let's not stir that pot.
All right, as it's 10 past, I suppose we better do the goodbyes.
Yeah, probably my turn. Yeah. Thank you everyone for joining us. The group is there as usual. If anyone does need us, as normal, we'll keep everyone informed on what's happening in the bake scene. I hope everyone does have a good week, and I'll pass that on to Tyler.
Thanks, Greg. Like always, you guys know where to find us. If anybody needs anything, whether it's a chat or you're actually having an issue, get a hold of us. It was a severe issue. Don't waste your time with us idiots. Go talk to an extra professional. But yeah, everybody have a good week. we'll try to survive the stockpiling as much as we all can, and you know, go from there. But yeah, see you on the next one. Bill, say goodbyes, bud.
Yeah, cheers, guys. No, I hope everybody has a really good week. As they've said, the group's there if you need us. And there is normally somebody about if you need us. Sometimes, though, it's better to seek professional help. Oh, that applies to us, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh well, yeah.
But have a good week and take care of yourselves, take care of your friends, your family, and your pets. Over to you, Matt.
What if you haven't got pets?
Oh, it's this mechanical dandruff.
Wood lice. Anyway, we shall be back next week. If you need us, give us a shout. If you don't, give us a shout. But we will be about somewhere. As for the vape stuff that's going on, yeah, try and buy as much shit as you can afford. Don't go crazy and skint yourselves. But apart from that, yeah, we'll be back next week. And yeah, that's all from us for now.
Yeah.